Building out winning Underdog Fantasy slips has never been easier, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what you should be doing when you're building out your slips to set yourself up to profit long-term playing Underdog Fantasy. First things first, if you're scrolling Underdog Fantasy and you're just simply clicking higher or lower based off of your gut feeling, or you're just taking star players overs because you think they're always going to go over, like Donovan Mitchell for instance. People probably click his over all the time just because of who he is. Or even worse, you're clicking on these players, you're scrolling down to the last 5 games, and you see Jimmy Butler has gone over 5.5 assists in 3 out of his last 4 games. So you come up to his assist and you just simply click the over and call it a day, enter in your slips. You're doing it wrong and you're only going to lose money this way. The way to beat Underdog long term and actually profit playing this app is by making sure that every slip you place has an edge against them. To gain an edge, you need to use math and data to your advantage. For instance, sportsbook data. These sportsbooks have multi-million-dollar algorithms and models that take everything into consideration when they set their odds and projections. So why not use all of that information to help you make your picks? I promise, you are not smarter than the sportsbooks. So if you find plays that are heavily favored via the sportsbooks, you need to listen. They paint the picture for you, and you should be playing these plays on DFS apps like Underdog and PrizePicks, where you're getting the best odds possible across the market. Now, we'll go more in depth on this later when I show you how to find these props that have an edge against Underdog. But first, I want to make sure you guys are playing the correct slip types to set yourself up to be profitable on Underdog. If you didn't know, Underdog has some of the best slip types and payouts in the industry, specifically the 3-man's uninsured and the 6-pick insured slip types. Let me break it down for you. Like PrizePicks, Underdog doesn't change your payouts whether you take over or under on these specific player props. So you're always getting set odds on each of these slip types. Now, of course, this is playing normal props on Underdog and not the props that have a multiplier attached to it. As you can see on the graphic on the screen, for 2-mans where you're getting a 3x payout, aka 2-man powers, you're getting set odds of -136 for each individual leg. And for the 3-man slip type where you're getting a 6x payout, which is 1x better than PrizePicks, you're getting set odds of -122 for each leg in that 3-man slip. Now, knowing these set payouts and what each individual leg's odds are, we're able to find the true break-even percentage you need in order to come out profitable playing each slip type. For instance, playing 2-mans, you would need to be right over 57.7% of the time on each individual leg that you play in 2-man slip types in order to be profitable over the long term. Now, skipping to the 2 most profitable slip types you should be playing on Underdog Fantasy, starting with the 3-man uninsured slip, where you get a 6x payout and only have to be right 55+% of the time on your individual legs to be profitable playing that slip type. And of course, one of the best slip types in all of the industry, the 6-man uninsured on Underdog, where you get a 25x payout for going 6 of 6, a 2.6 payout for going 5 of 6, which is better than PrizePicks' 2x payout for going 5 of 6, and then of course, going 4 of 6, you get 0.25x your money back, and you only need to be right just above 53.7% of the time in order to be profitable playing this slip type. Yes, you are seeing this right. Each individual leg in the 6-pick insured slip type, you are getting at -116 odds. That's huge for us. If we can find plays on major sportsbooks that are heavily favored at like -160, -180 odds and get them in at -116, aka the best odds available in the market, we have a huge edge against Underdog. And that's exactly what we do to build out slips that give us an edge over Underdog. We use Daily Grind Fantasy to compare sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to Underdog and see where their odds and projections are off when comparing to the market. Daily Grind Fantasy pulls in all of this sportsbook information in one place at one time for us to be able to quickly and efficiently scan the market. Then, on the back end, does a math to find out the true fair odds percentage or odds percent to hit the sportsbooks are really giving these plays. For instance, the very top play, Evan Mobley, under 28.5 points and rebounds, is what the Underdog Optimizer is recommending. But why is that? If we come over here to the market, we can see that FanDuel and DraftKings have already bumped this 2 full points rebounds lower than what Underdog has it listed at. Some of these other sportsbooks have it down to 27.5, some of them still have it at 28.5 and favoring the under. A non-sharp sportsbook, I would like to say, and BetMGM is probably lagging behind the rest of the market just like Underdog here. So you can see this is very good value based off of all this information here. The sportsbook data here in the odds percent to hit they are giving these plays should give us full confidence that the props we are getting in our slips are going to be hitting above 53.7+% over the long term. As you can see here, they give this a 57% chance to hit, which is well above that 53.7% hit rate we need on our individual legs. Using this tool is really that easy. Find 3 plays above 55+% and get them in 3-man uninsureds, and then find 6 plays that are above 53.7+% and get them in 6-pick insured slips. All of this is pretty much clear value. Darius Garland here, under 9.5 rebounds and assists. Remember, in a 6-pick insured slip, we're getting this at -116 odds. So if we scan the market, we can see that the books that do have this at 9.5 are pretty heavily favoring the under, but multiple books have already bumped this down to 9 or even 8.5. So we know that getting this at 9.5, which is higher than most of the market and at the best possible odds, we are securing an edge against Underdog. Having a tool like Daily Grind Fantasy that spots all of this value for you that you would have never known existed in the first place is the secret weapon. It allows you to get this value in before the bumps. Underdog Fantasy is eventually going to bump Darius Garland down from 9.5 to probably 8.5 to get more in line with the market, because they know offering it at 9.5 at -116 odds has an edge for their users against them. Now I got one more insane tool to show you off Daily Grind Fantasy, but if you guys want to sign up for DGF, down in the link in the description you can sign up, and if you use code DustinDGF40, you'll get 25% off your very first month. This here is Daily Grind Fantasy's AI slip generator. It uses AI line comparing technology and correlation calculations to build out full slips across DFS apps, including Underdog. All you simply do is scroll down, find the slip that you would like to play, and enter it in on said DFS app. As you can see, it is currently showing a 3-man uninsured slip here that you could enter in on Underdog, or if you wanted to scroll down and enter in this 6-pick insured slip, you could do that as well. And you can trust that you're getting in the best value across the board when entering in these slips, because it's doing exactly what I just showed you, plus finding the best correlation to add into these slips as well. Using this AI tool cuts out any decision making or manual research, and it's extremely profitable. You can see here on the slip performance chart, since this tool launched on 8/18 of 2023, it is up almost 2,500 units. If you were a $20 unit better and you were able to tail every slip off this tool, you'd be up almost $50,000. One of the power users of this tool, Bosa Bets on Twitter, has been absolutely smacking Underdog by just tailing the slips off this tool. As you can see here, this was the recommended slip. He got it in on Underdog and cashed out for 25x. And here's another recent 25x he hit using the tool as well. As you can see once again, here's the slip that was recommended off the AI slip generator, and here's the slip he entered in and cashed out. Whether you want access to the AI slip generator or you want to use the optimizers at Daily Grind Fantasy, which is a part of the fantasy bundle, that code DustinDGF40 will still get you guys 25% off. And the last thing you should be doing when you're building out these slips on Underdog is to make sure that you are managing your bankroll. Never playing more than 1% of your bankroll on any slip. For instance, if you have a $500 bankroll on Underdog, you should never be playing more than $5 per slip. If you have a $1,000 bankroll, you should never be playing more than $10 per slip. Betting crazy amounts on 6-leg parlays when you don't have the bankroll for it is not how you do this. You want to keep yourself in the game for as long as possible. Remember, you are playing 6-leg slips now, which means variance comes and goes. You could go 0 of 15 and then hit on the very next slip and be extremely profitable playing this 6-pick insured 25x slip type. But if you had $500 in your account and you played $50 per slip, you would have never reached that 16th slip and got those profits. Now this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed and or learned something. If you did, make sure you leave a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the way out as we post sports betting content like this every single week.